How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a super popular altcoin which really does have some of the highest potential in the whole cryptocurrency market. Of course, if you guys are new around here, make sure you do hit the subscribe button as we post regular cryptocurrency content. And of course, as well, like I said, every single one of my videos, this is not financial advice. This is strictly entertainment purposes only. So make sure you go out and do your own research and come to your own conclusion before investing into any coins or tokens that I mention in my videos. With that out of the way, let's get straight into today's video. So today's video is going to be, of course, about Casper, or KAS for short. The first part of the video here, which will be looking over a few different statistics about Casper. Then we'll be delving into a bit more depth about what actually is Casper. Then the last part of the video, which you will want to stick around for, will be going over my personal price prediction, as well as a few different categories, which I believe that everyone watching this video will fit into at least one of the different categories. And of course, each of these different categories will be going over price predictions as well. So yeah, you can see the current price per Casper is currently sitting at 0.057 cents per Casper, and you can see just in the last few minutes, or last 10 or 20 minutes, you can see Casper has actually hit a huge spike once again, guys, just showing once again how volatile Casper is and how much it's actually increasing in price as well as market cap, and so quickly as well, guys. I do have to stress as well, we are currently in a bear market. I'm sure you guys know this, of course. There's bull markets, which is, when the market is doing extremely well, when it's extremely positive, and you've also got bear markets, which the market isn't doing as well, and a lot of the time it's for the negative. But you can see with Casper how much, just over the last day, how the price has been increasing very gradually and has had quite a few different jump ups here, a few little spikes here. And like I just said, as I've been just starting to, open a few different tabs to actually record this video, Casper has once again spiked up in price. You can see just in the last, like I said, the last few minutes, it's jumped from 0.056 or 55 to almost, well, actually fluctuating just around 0.057 per Casper. You can see the current market cap per for Casper is currently sitting at $1.22 billion, and you can see the 24-hour volume is actually up a huge amount, at almost at 150% up on the 24-hour volume, sitting at just shy of $30 million in 24-hour volume. You can see the current circulating supply of Casper is currently sitting at just over 2.38 billion Caspers, and you can see that the total supply, or sorry, the max supply for Casper is 28.7 billion coins as well, with the fully diluted market cap sitting at just over $1.64 billion. If we look at the daily chart again, you can see how much has been pumping up and increasing in price at over 10% up just on the day, and again in the bear market, which is just absolutely crazy. Last 7 days up over 12.5%, last month over 20% up. You can see how much has been increasing with, like I said, in the last day or so, had a huge pump up, and this is because of some news which has come out, which I'll get into a little bit more in a second here. But over the last year, you can see how much Casper has actually pumped up, over 1,540%, guys, in the last year. And once again, I know I keep saying it, but I have to stress this, we are in a bear market, guys. I cannot even begin to tell you how well I believe Casper is going to be doing in a bull run. So like I just said, why is Casper actually doing so well over the last day? Because like I said, it's been pumping up extremely well just in the last day, and especially in the last hour, and this is all because of Casper has actually had a new listing onto a new exchange, which is going to be OKX, which of course is, I don't know if you guys know, which is of course like a market, another exchange, and Casper has actually been listed onto that exchange as well, which of course is bringing a lot more people into Casper, a lot more hype, and putting a lot more eyes onto Casper, which of course is, after people see how great Casper is looking for the future, and how of course also looking at how much the price is increasing, just in the last day, a lot of people would actually be FOMOing into Casper and will actually be buying up Casper, and that is probably why the spike has actually been doing so well just over the last day. So now let's actually dive into what Casper is. So if we're on the official Casper website here, it's casper.org if you want to check it out for yourself here. And I believe that they do sum up Casper very well here. I do not even need to simplify it. So Casper is the fastest open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. The world's first block DAG and a digital ledger enabling parallel blocks and instant transaction confirmations, built on robust proof of work engine, of course proof of work, keywords here, engine with rapid single second block intervals. Built by industry pioneers, led by the people. So actually I will go ahead and simplify it just a little bit here, even though this does provide a very good explanation of what Casper actually is. So like it says here, Casper is a layer 1 and it's all about, it's a very big transactional coin. It's all about transactions, and of course this is basically it says here, it is the fastest, most decentralized and the most scalable coin in the crypto space at the moment. You know, fully focused on, you know, transactions. And of course, if you guys know, cryptocurrency was originally designed as, like it says in the name, cryptocurrency, as a currency. So a coin being, you know, fully transactional and being the fastest of that kind, of course, is going to bring a lot of eyes onto Casper, because like I said, of course, the currency aspect of every coin is basically the most important part of every coin, because if the coin is not, you know, is not fast, if it's not decentralized, if it's not scalable, so that, you know, when it does grow in popularity, people will not use the coin, and it will of course fall off, because of course it will be slowed down because if it's not scalable and all these other things. So this is why a lot of people call Casper the modern day Bitcoin, and why so many people are so hyped about Casper, and why people are so bullish about Casper, is because, like I've just explained, it's a fully transactional coin, and it is basically doing what Bitcoin was originally set out to do, but it's basically just trying to do it better, and I believe it actually is already doing better than Bitcoin in transactional, in the transactional aspect. So yeah, so that is why many people are so bullish on Casper, because they see it as the modern day Bitcoin, and yeah, so that is the whole basic aspect about Casper. Is basically being Bitcoin, but just trying to do everything that Bitcoin does, but just better. If we scroll down on the website a little bit here, you can see Casper at a glance. Casper is a community project, completely open source with no central governance, of course, as most cryptocurrencies are, completely decentralized, following in the ethos of coins like Bitcoin, like we just talked about, Litecoin or Monero. The coin, which this is a extremely important part about Casper and why so many people are also bullish about Casper, the coin was a fair launch without pre-mining or any other pre-allocations of the coins. You can see the fair launch date was back in November 7th, 2021. And like it says here, like we just explained, no pre-mine and no allocated coins. And this is one of the big selling factors about Casper. Not only does Casper, you know, with it being focused on transactions and it being the best at transactions in the current crypto environment, a lot of people like fair launches. When they look at coins and they see fair launch, they are extremely, you know, they're already extremely attracted to that coin, because of course this means that there are no pre-mines, there are no allocated coins, and it's completely fair for everyone. You can see the hashing algorithm is K-heavy hash, and of course the consensus is proof of work, and they have their own unique aspect of Casper as well, and this is another reason why Casper is actually so fast, and it's called block DAG. I'll get a little bit more into detail in a second here about block DAG, but of course they got the ticker here, which is of course KAS as well. Block time is extremely fast at 1 second. I've already covered the market cap, which is sitting now over $1.2 billion, max supply $28.7 billion, and the current circling supply of Casper is sitting at just under 21.4 billion Casper as well. If we look a little bit more about block DAG here, you can see Casper is a proof of work cryptocurrency, just like Bitcoin, which again just goes back to the whole thing of why people call it the modern day Bitcoin, because it shares a lot of similarities with Bitcoin, which implements the Ghost DAG protocol. Unlike traditional blockchains, Ghost DAG does not orphan blocks created in parallel, but rather allows them to coexist and orders them in consensus. So if you guys didn't know, with Bitcoin and I believe other cryptocurrencies, I believe that how the actual blockchain works is the next transaction can only be completed when the previous transaction has. Whereas with Casper, like it says here, the blocks can actually are actually created in parallel and can actually run in parallel, and can actually this actually allows them to coexist and can actually, it can actually solve multiple blocks at the same time. So multiple transactions, solving them at the same time. I believe I have got that correct. Of course, if I did get anything wrong, make sure you comment down in the comment section down below and do correct me. But that is my understanding of it, of how it works. They are actually, with Casper's technology, the blocks are actually allowed to coexist, and this of course just speeds up the whole network, basically. So the network will never get stuck or bogged down, because the blockchain will basically just take a different route if a block or a transaction does actually get stuck. Of course, it also talks about the latest wallets here, which the Casper web and mobile wallet, desktop wallet, KDX, and Casper command line wallet as well. And like I said, if you want to download any of these wallets, just come onto casper.org, which I'll leave in the description as well, and you can download these wallets, which you can actually store your Casper in as well. It also talks about a few different decentralized apps on Casper as well, and the main part about this on the website here, which it goes into a little bit more detail here, is Kaspa's key features, which I did briefly touch on. It just goes into a little bit more detail about faster transactions. So again, it's talking about the Kaspa's block DAG networks generates multiple blocks every second for posting transactions to the ledger, combined with fully confirmed transactions in just 10 seconds, guys, which makes a Casper ideal for everyday transactions, which of course is the main reason why people will actually want to use Casper, as just for transactions, and this is of course why cryptocurrencies were originally created, and that is what Casper is basically trying to solve, or trying to make a lot better for the people. Instant confirmation, again, like I just said, Casper was designed to be hundreds of times faster than Bitcoin, with each Casper transaction visible to the network in 1 second, and each transaction fully confirmed in 10 seconds on average. This is another really big point about Casper, is scalability. This is one of the main reasons why so many cryptocurrencies fail, is because they are not fully scalable, or they're not scalable enough when a lot of people are actually using the network. For example, like I said, how I keep going on about how Casper is the modern day Bitcoin. Bitcoin was originally created to be, like it says in the name, a currency and to be used for transactions. However, as more and more people started to use Bitcoin for transactions, the whole Bitcoin network slowed down, especially in the 2021 bull run, when a lot of people were on the Bitcoin network. The whole network slowed down, into an incredibly slow speed, basically, and the actual transactions fees as well. This is another thing which I'll get onto, is the transaction fees for Casper are extremely low compared to Bitcoin. When a lot of people are using Bitcoin, the transaction fees to send just any amount of money are incredibly high, and you could also see this with Ethereum back in 2021 as well. With Ethereum scaling up to over $100 just to send any transaction, and this basically renders Ethereum completely useless for people who want to send small amounts of money, because of course they need to pay a lot more for the transaction fee, which of course is just not sustainable, not suitable at all for people, as again, only people who are sending large amounts of money can actually use Ethereum network because of the fees are so high. It also talks about efficient proof of work. Again, this is a big point going into the future. A lot of cryptocurrencies and a lot of people will be looking at different cryptocurrencies, wanting to be efficient with the proof of work, because of course with Bitcoin it is also proof of work, and it is quite harmful for the environment because it's taken up a lot of energy. There's a lot of miners, it creates a lot of heat. All these different things are bad for the environment, so we want to make it as efficient as possible, and we want to make the proof of work as efficient as possible. Of course, security as well, huge thing in cryptocurrency. You would not want to put your money into a coin if it is not secure. And once again, block DAG, it just again shows the unique sort of technology or software that Casper has, which makes so many people bullish, including myself, on Casper because of this its own unique feature, which completely changes the game for transactional cryptocurrencies. It also talks about the different Casper exchanges. Again, just showing how many different exchanges they are already on. Big ones, MEXC, KuCoin, and of course another one today, which is of course OKX as well, which they've just listed again, which is one of the main reasons why Casper has actually been pumping up so much just in the last day. If you look at the Twitter page for Casper, it's got an incredibly big following, not only on Twitter, but in the whole cryptocurrency space, especially on YouTube. Whenever I post a video, there's so many people, supporters of Casper, Just once again showing how strong the community for Casper and how many people actually believe in the Casper cryptocurrency. You can see they've got just over 91.5 thousand followers, and they are super active on their Twitter page as well as other social media, just constantly being communicating with their community and updating them about any new news about Casper. Once again, just showing how good the Casper team actually is, and just provides a great amount of confidence into the Casper investors as well. So last part of the video here, I'll go over a few different categories which I believe that, like I said at the start of the video, every single person watching this video will fit into at least one. And after this bit, I will actually go over my personal price prediction for Casper as well. So you can see I've put Casper current market cap is sitting at just around $1.2 billion. And I put for the first category, I put short term, 6 to 12 months. So these are for the people who might not believe in Casper that much. They believe in Casper short term. However, they are just here for some short term gains. And of course, I put 6 to 12 months holding Casper. For 6 to 12 months holding Casper, I put the Casper prediction at just over, or maybe just under 11 cents. Casper price prediction, I put the Casper market cap will be sitting at $2.4 billion for the market cap, and of course the Casper gains, if it were to hit this market cap, would be just around 2x your money, or 200%. If we go on to, or sorry, not 200%, 100%, sorry. If we go on to the cryptocurrency rankings here, and we look around the sort of $2.4 billion mark, and we will see it's around BUSD, Ethereum Classic, and Uniswap sort of levels. And do I believe that Casper will beat these coins and can, get a much higher market cap than these coins? 100%. I mean, if we look at Ethereum Classic, Ethereum Classic is just a fork off another cryptocurrency, which is of course Ethereum. And so this is not even its own unique cryptocurrency. It's just another fork. It's basically just a duplicate of Ethereum. And for this to be able to get almost $2.5 billion market cap, and Casper, if some people are saying Casper cannot reach his market cap, well, I just think that's absolutely crazy because of the amount of technology and uniqueness to Casper. If we look at the next category here, I put longer term, 1 to 2 years. So these are the people who do believe in Casper a lot more, but are still only here for the sort of, shorter time period, and are looking to get, a good amount of profits and then take them out from Casper. I put the Casper price prediction at around 54 cents per Casper, and you can see I put in order for the Casper price to hit 54 cents, the Casper market cap would have to hit around, actually I've actually done this wrong, this would actually be $12 billion market cap, sorry. A Casper market cap would have to hit $12 billion market cap, and of course the Casper gains would be at around 10x gains, or 1000%. If we look back on the rankings and we look around the $12 billion market cap, you can see it is almost identical with Cardano. And do I believe that Casper has the potential to overtake Cardano? 100%. Once again, I believe that, when we're getting up towards the, over $10 billion to $20 billion market cap, of course it's going to get a lot harder for Casper to reach this high of rankings, because you can see at the moment Cardano is ranked 8 on the cryptocurrency rankings. It is hard, yes, but is it impossible? No way for Casper. Just as I keep going on about it, Casper has extremely strong community behind it, extremely good technology, and it's basically doing what Bitcoin was originally set out to be. And so this is why many people believe it can get so high up in the ranks, because it is almost like a contender to Bitcoin. The next category here, I put long term, 2 to 4 years holding Casper. Again, these are for much more hardcore Casper believers. They are super bullish about Casper, and of course, as every single investor is, they're still looking out for the profits, but they are there for the long term. These are the people who are going to buy a load of Casper, and they're going to sit on their bag of Casper and not sell it for a very long time. So 2 to 4 years. I put the Casper price prediction after 2 to 4 years around $2.16 to $3.24. The Casper market cap would have to hit around $48 billion to $72 billion, and the Casper gains would be around 40x to 60x, representatively as well. If we look at back at the rankings as well, and we look around the $48 to $72 billion market cap, once again this is getting extremely hard to hit these sort of market caps, especially as we get towards the top of the rankings. The sort of price disparity between these different cryptocurrencies is increasing quite a lot. You can see it goes from $35 billion to $85 billion. So the Casper market cap would sort of be around in between this sort of region here. So in between Tether and BNB. Do I believe that Casper has the potential to overtake these or match these market caps? I do. However, it just all depends on how long of a time frame we're talking here. 2 to 4 years. Yes, 100% it could get up here, but of course this does decide, it does depend on a lot of factors. Is another cryptocurrency going to come out which beats Casper, is faster than Casper? All these different things, because 2 to 4 years in cryptocurrency is quite a long time. A lot of new cryptocurrencies could come out of nowhere, can overtake Casper. However, do I believe that this is impossible? No way. Like I keep saying, it is in many people's eyes, it is a contender to Bitcoin. It is a competitor to Bitcoin, so it can 100% get this high up in the ranks for sure. The last category here on my sort of list here, and these are for the people who are super hardcore Casper fans and they are holding it for the foreseeable future, is going to be, like I just said, hardcore Casper holders. And these are the people who are going to be holding it for 4 to 10 years, guys. So I'm not sure if many people watching this video are, of course, like I said, a lot of people are, super bullish about Casper. However, I'm not sure many people are going to be looking to hold Casper for the next 4 to 10 years. Because, like I just said, with a long-term category, 2 to 4 years is a long time in cryptocurrency. 4 to 10 years, anything can happen. Many new cryptocurrency can come out of nowhere and can have much better technology, especially as the years progress. Technology only gets better, and I'm sure that new contenders will be coming out in the next few years. But for 4 to 10 years for holders, I put Casper price prediction at $5.40 to $7.56. Of course, this is very specific, but I'm talking around this range here. Casper market cap looking at around $120 billion to $168 billion. And of course, if it was to hit this market cap and hit this price, you'll be looking at Casper gains at around 100x to 140x as well. And again, if we look back at the cryptocurrency rankings, we look around $120 to $168 billion mark. Again, it is quite hard to sort of put Casper in this rankings because, like I said, the price disparity between these different cryptocurrencies is getting so large at the top here. You can see it goes from $680 billion Bitcoin, then being, almost a third for Ethereum, then, like close to a third or a half again. So it's such a big difference here. But if we're looking at, $120 to $168 billion market cap, it's around the Tether to Ethereum sort of mark. And do I believe it can, potentially get close to Ethereum? Again, nothing is impossible in cryptocurrency. But again, if we're just looking at the time frame, like I keep saying, the time frame 4 to 10 years, and it is an extremely long time. And like I keep saying, the technology in not only the crypto space, but the whole world, evolves so rapidly. And so many new different technologies and cryptocurrency keeps coming out, just every few months or every year or so. I do not believe, I do not believe that Casper cannot do it, but I also do not believe that, Casper won't see a rival or a competitor come out of nowhere and maybe even potentially beat Casper in, in this longer time frame. Of course, I'm not saying that Casper also, on the other hand, I'm not saying that Casper cannot, sustain its technology, and maybe even they might themselves might be adapting and making better technology for Casper as well. That's another option there as well. But the bottom line is, do I believe that Casper can hit this? 100%. It just all depends on the time frame we're looking at. Last part of the video here, I'll just go over my personal price prediction and where I'm actually going to be sitting in the category. So for me personally, I believe that I'm going to be sitting in the longer term 1 to 2 years category for Casper. How long I'm going to be holding it, 1 to 2 years. I believe that is around the sort of time I want to be looking at. I believe personally that we'll be seeing the next bull run in 1 to 2 years time. And I hope to actually be holding on to Casper from now until then. And what my personal strategy is to actually sell Casper towards the top of the next bull run. And then basically when the next bear market comes along after the bull run has actually happened and the price does actually dip back down, it is actually to buy some more Casper back and basically just rinse and repeat this cycle. So that is my personal price prediction. Let me know down in the comments section down below, guys. What is your strategy? What category are you going to be sitting in? How long are you actually looking to hold on to Casper? What sort of price are you looking for Casper to hit before you actually do sell off your Casper. Apart from that, I'd like to thank you very much for watching the video. I hope this video wasn't too long, and of course if I did say anything wrong, make sure you correct me down in the comment section as well. Apart from that, I'll see you guys in the very next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.